Good day, guys. I hope you guys are doing great wherever you are. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's awesome. Yeah, guys. Hey. Life is calling for something, man. Life is calling for something. Ah, life is calling for something, guys. Life is calling for something. But we are in trouble, guys. We are in big trouble. Big trouble. Um, Guys, this is something that I know. We are young, we are young. As young as we are, sometimes we feel like, what is politics? Has to do with me. What politics has to do with this? What politics has to do with that? But the reality of all, politics are something that affects us all. And politics are there and they will always be there. And that's a challenge that we will forever be faced with. Sometimes we must pray, for leaders that will be able, you know, take our country to places that are far, greater places, you know. Um, Pray for our leaders that those who have skills to lead us, they must lead us, to right path. And those who have those skills to lead, you know, I just wish that they can be well informed, about everything around the globe. Because one thing that is a biggest challenge is that those who are in parliament, they are lawmakers, you know, they sign law into power. And it is, guys, I'm not trying to undermine no one here, but it bothers me. It bothers me big time to see politicians, more especially those who are in parliament, without at least formal education. It's so sad because if you are a lawmaker or if you will have to pass a specific law, on a specific thing, you need to understand, and apply your mind. How then will you be able to apply your mind into something you don't even have a background about? It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Someone who is educated enough will come and, mess your mind, or and give you something that, no, you can sign this, it's okay, I already read it, it's right, where it's not. The fear that I have about the people that are in parliament in nowadays scares me big time. Scares me big time. I'm worried about the future children who will have to take the lead, who will have to be in charge some way, someday. But I cannot say it's nice to be in South Africa. No, it's not nice to be in South Africa where the leaders that lead us, they talk about education, but they don't have education. They talk about law, but they don't have background of law. it's kind of bothering me. I believe other people are being bothered by that too. Because remember, President Trump from America now, you know, he put his nose in the business of our country. And he made certain changes, not only for us as South Africans, but for other countries as well involved. He made those changes where now, when I look in things that I'm paying, my YouTube was 109. I was paying YouTube, you know, for certain reasons, which I'm not going to state it now here. Now is 149. And Netflix as well went up. So many other things went up. Those things which are sourced to us by America, you know, they went up. Again, for the trading, you know, all these things are affecting us. Look, the markets went up. As the market went up, you go to the shop now, you find a loaf of bread is no longer 18 rand, it's 25 rand. So where do we go now with all this? If you tell me that politics do not affect us as young generation, they do affect us a big time. That is why we need to have leaders who understand the changes when they come. You know, people who will be able to take accountability of things that they found themselves doing. But fortunately enough, here in South Africa, no leader wants to take accountability, which is the most important thing as a leader to do. But no one. But if you ask, are you a leader, sir? Are you a leader, ma'am? They will say yes. But will you take accountability of this? Will you take accountability of that? They will say no. You know what? There is that thing where a friend, you know, used to be a friend, now is found to be, you know, doing wrong stuff. That friend that used to be a friend is no longer a friend. And one thing that you'll get from a politician will tell you, no, so and so is not my friend. I know him as a comrade. We were in exile together. Sorry, guys. We were in exile together, but we saw the photo op that they took together. That was weeks ago. But now they don't know each other. They don't know each other. So those are things that affect us, where we found those who are leading us to be leaders and people who are not able to take accountability, you know, which is something that is mostly important when you are a leader, you know. Even if it's your junior manager that did something which will at some point break or build the company or whatever organization, as the person who is in charge, who have a higher authority, what do? You take accountability. You take accountability. It's something that is very scarce in our country from our leaders that we elected to lead us, because of they blinded us with everything that is out there, big promises, and yet there's dololo deeds, nothing, absolutely nothing that they do, to in fulfilling those promises that they made, to us before what? Elections. And after election, we don't see them. We only see them on TV as usual. So all in all, politics do affect us. Politics are playing such a big game in our lives. And whoever that we put as a leader, we must know that this person will be able to say, yes, I'm taking accountability. But none of them are able to do that. And they all want to be leaders. And yet, no one wants to swim in things that seem to be a challenge. But coming to the main thing, politics do affect us. Like them, don't like them, but politics affects all of us. There is what we call fiscal, that's government, call it financier or finances or whatsoever. So, how do they generate all that? From us. They generate that from us. You go to a liquor store, a bottle of beer, the cost of it is high. You buy tobacco, the cost is high. You buy fuel, fuel, that's where they abuse us most. There in fuel, guys, that's where they abuse us most. Hey, a 1 liter. Hey, guys, I'm telling you, fuel, energy, power, that's where they abuse. In those two most important things, they abuse us a lot there. They abuse us a lot there. And the bread. You see, bread, they abuse us there. The prices are so high. Look, when fuel goes up, we know when fuel goes up, it goes up with 2 rand. But when it goes down, it goes down with 20 cents or 10 cents. Where is the difference? There is no difference, guys. There is no difference at all. So we must pray for our leaders. But they won't change their ways. They won't change their ways because that's how they were brought up. They even deny their friends that no, so and so is not my friend. I only know him as a comrade. We were all together before before 1994 in exile. We were in exile together. We were trained there. We don't know each other. We just know each other as comrades. Come on, guys. You've been with this person for 65 years. Now this person is in trouble with the law. You don't know. You don't want to associate yourself with this person. But photos and videos are telling a story, something else that you've been together, Brying at Mzoli's, Brying in all other places that, whatever places that you go to, you know them. But all I'm saying is, you know this gentleman, but this gentleman is in trouble with the law. Now you don't know him. You have seen him. You have seen him in exile, doing prone position. But now, as he is in trouble now with the law, you don't know him. No, you must just be honest. You know the person. You know the person. He is the one who is found, be in trouble with the law. You are not the one who's been found in trouble with the law. Are you scared of what? Sponsors will be taken away from you, or tenders will be taken away from you. No, don't play politics to us. You know each other. But all I'm saying is politics do affect us. We have people like Papa Penny, Papa Penny is an artist that I grew up knowing. He is the greatest of all. But when I check on television yesterday, I saw him reading something, in Parliament. I said, oh my, where did this country gone to? Again, education is everything. Education is everything. And those people who are in Parliament, at least they were supposed to have, or they are supposed to have, a background of education, because they will pass laws that they don't even understand. But thanks to them, they passed a law, if there was such a thing. I don't know. But yeah, they said legalize marijuana. Legalize marijuana. And marijuana now, you can just have fun with it anywhere. But some people still get arrested. I don't know. Is it legal or not? Only for politicians who want to smoke it to save themselves. They say was a cure tuberculosis, a cure cancer, a cure asthma, But yeah, that's what they say. But politics affects us all, because those who are in charge, those are in parliament, they pass these laws which they don't have, or which they were not able to apply their mind, because they knew nothing about. And they passed these laws. And now we are sitting with a problem. We are sitting with a problem. Everything goes up. Everything goes up. Levy, everything goes up. VAT, added tax goes up, you know. So with all these things, you go to the shop, you used to buy with your 10 rand sweets of like get 100 sweets, but you're not gonna get 100 sweets anymore. You're just gonna get 30 or 4 with your 10 rand, you know. The value of money is no longer there, guys. Is no longer there. Money has no value in our times, you know. Or let me be specific. You take a 10 rand, you can give a child now a 10 rand. Will say, no, what will I do with this, mommy, daddy? What will I do with this? Because it has no value. 10 rand, even 100 rand has no value. How much, how many items will you buy with 100 rand? How many items will you buy with 100 rand? Hey, when I come back from the shop, I always fight you. Why? Because, like, I sent you to the shop to buy A and B and C, but you came only with A. Where's the rest of the symbols? Elements, whatever they call them, alphabets, you know. But politics, guys, do affect us as citizens, and globally, so they affect us because we've got uh, European countries, we've got NATO, we've got, I don't know, but I found, you know, America to be the biggest country that seemed to rule the world. Why am I saying this? If you remember, weeks ago, you know, um, Trump, send his troops or send his jet or what do you call this, mother of all bombs to destroy nuclear in another country, Iran. And remember, the that's something that I'm sure of. It might not have been reported, but some civilians died there, you know. Some civilians, you know, sustained injuries there, and that will never be reported. And again and again, that is something no any other country is talking about. They are not reprimanding President Trump of what he is doing. And again, in America, people are being chased out, deported, humiliated, mishandled. All of those are happening in America, for immigrants, you know. So what you are not getting is that people are not saying anything about that. If they are saying something only in hidden places, and no country is calling out what is being done by Mr. President Trump as a wrong thing. People are suffering there. And yet, you want to call out our people. You want to say so much about our country. We cannot be afraid of an old man you know, who his term is about. It's his last term, you know, and he wants to destroy so much in America, a beautiful country as America. You know, he wants to take so much, you know. Hey, hey, I was looking at his friend Elon Musk, you know. I remember watching them advertising one of his vehicle. But what made me laugh is how he put it later on. Sorry, guys. How he put it later on that who will even want to buy such vehicles? You know, they are bad. They are bad. So useless. So useless. And yet he was just right there, you know, taking photos in front of the car with him on his side, taking photos, you know, advertising the vehicle. But now, because of his step on his toe, boom, he's a bad man. That's how it is. That's life, guys. But anyway, back to South Africa. Guys, we must put people who will lead us, not people who will train us. No, 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 no. Let's put people in power who will lead us, not to train us. That's what is happening in our country. You know, we are being trained by those who are in charge. They are training us. Let's put people there who will lead us, you know, who will take us from Egypt to a land of milk and honey. We are still looking for those leaders. Unfortunately, Moses is no more, you know, but we need people like Moses, which I I call and I don't see them. We love our musicians, we love our artists, and those who are in parliament. We love them, but we never see them as leaders. We always see them as musicians because you know we are gifted in many different ways. I'm not gonna lie to you. Papa Penny, I corner, Papa, I corner. No, 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 no. That old man will pass the laws that he would not even understand. You know, he will pass the laws of this country. Like I said earlier, that I watch a TV, you know, someday where I've seen him, you know, struggling to read something so simple. Will he be able to apply his mind when it comes to the laws of the country? I call nah. I'm not there, guys. But all in all, what I'm trying to emphasize that we as this young generation, politics do affect us, and we should also take a look into politics of our country because they do concern us, you know, and make sure that those that we elect to be our leaders are going to deliver.